Hey friends, it's Laura and welcome to my channel. I am so glad you're here for a new year of more crafting. Today I'm going to be working with my January wild hair kits. You can see some of the supplies on my desk right here. This month I got a petite kit, and the petite kit is just a small amount of supplies. It's a smaller size kit that's meant to round out the supplies that you already have at home. That way you can kind of supplement what you might be lacking and get some inspiration from some new supplies, but then also pull things from your stash. Now I am going to actually make this layout today using mostly my wild hair kits and just one paper from my stash. So you see me going through my 6x6 paper pad there. I've got a sticker sheet, I've got a washi tape, and those photo corners here. And I'm auditioning some different background paper options. And I have that cut file on my desk. Now, the cut file is an exclusive for the Wild Hair Kits. They have an exclusive cut file every single month. And if you order the Petite Kit, you get a link to download the digital cut file, and then you can cut it out on your Silhouette or whatever cutting machine that you have. And if you order a deluxe kit, you actually get the cut file sent to you already cut out. So that's pretty cool. And I love that because I actually do not have an electronic die cutting machine. So I really love that I get these cool cut files every month without having to go and invest in one, because I think, to be honest, they would just be more work for me than what I'm willing to put in, like learning the technology and buying cut files and setting it all up and sizing it and printing stuff and then cutting stuff out. I have friends with Silhouettes, and I think it's just more work than I'm willing to do. I used to have a Cricut and I sold it because it was too much work for me. Which is hilarious because I will spend hours on a layout doing something like this where I'm meticulously cutting out all these patterned papers using a pencil to trace my cut file, and and then I'm going to cut it out with scissors, and then I'm going to carefully use my glue to adhere the cut file to my backing of patterned paper. So I guess some people just choose their battles. I don't particularly love technology or electronic die cutting machines. I've tried them, but for some reason I'm willing to put in the hours of work for hand stitching or doing something like this. So yeah, love the exclusive cut files that come in the kit every month. They've been really awesome to work with. And this month we have this really cute one that says Fresh Start. And I go through different pattern papers from that 6x6 Heidi Swap paper pad that came in my petite kit this month. And I line all of those letters in the word fresh with different pattern papers from that 6x6 paper pad. And then I take out one of those papers, and I really like it. It's got the scripted details in light pink at the top, and it's got the blue floral up at the top. It's the same patterned paper that I backed the letter H with, and so I love that that pulls in the blue and the pink that are on my letters down below. And I'm using some of the photo corners that came in my kit this month. I'm not a big photo corner person usually. So I'm really challenging myself with the very first project that I make with my kit this month to actually use some of those photo corners, because usually I'm not a photo corner person. And that's not for lack of liking them. It's just something I don't usually have in my stash, so I don't usually ever reach for them. But I really like the black ones around that photo of me with the wide open surprise face smile combo up there. Yeah, I'm just doing a layout about my new goals for the new year and my excitement about the new year. So that is what that photo is for. And I have the regular photo of me smiling too. And here's where you can see I pulled in one thing from my own stash, and that is this floral paper. And that floral 12 by 12 pattern paper was perfect because it had all of the colors that I'm using on this page already. And it had like the pink flowers and the yellow flowers and the blue flowers and berries on it. So I spent quite some time fussy cutting out all of those flowers. I didn't actually cut them all the ones I'm going to use for this page I cut out. And I am messing around with placement here. You see me bob things around a few times and mess with placement. I always do this. I'm never 100% sure at the beginning of a layout unless I'm using a sketch or I'm doing a minimalist layout like I have in my minimalist scrapbooking class. Unless I'm using a format like that, if I'm just free flowing and trying to work with the art of it all and really focus on the creativity aspect, then I really take my time moving stuff around like I do in this layout. And in this layout, I've actually done something new that I've been doing for the last month or two, and that is that I've sped up the video a little bit, and I wanted to know what you guys thought about that. So what I used to do is play it in real time and then just cut out all of the unnecessary parts. And here I've actually sped up the video to like 1.5, 2 times its usual speed, and then I cut out a lot less. And I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Do you like seeing it in real time, or is this slightly fast forwarded time all right with you? I would definitely love to know your preference. Back to the layout, I have glued down my flowers and my photos. You can see I took the photo corners off of the larger picture of myself, but I left them on the smaller picture. I thought they were just kind of cluttering the layout when I had them on the large picture too, especially because I put a photo mat on that large photo. And then I glued down all of my flowers and I double-sided taped all of my photographs down. And I used a combination of tape and glue to put my cut file down on my page. And I used glue on the tinier parts, and then I used my tape runner on the larger parts that could fit the width of my tape. And now I'm just using a pen to draw some messy lines around my page. I really love doodle borders. I've been doing this for a few years, ever since I did December Daily and a Traveler's Notebook 2 or 3 years ago, and I've loved it in Traveler's Notebooks, but I don't do it in scrapbooking layouts that much. And I don't know why, because it's gorgeous. So I really loved doing that, and it brought a little more black into the page. I've got my journaling there, which has black, and I've got the photo corners on one of my photographs that has the black, and outlining the whole page, I think, just kind of brings it all together. And to finish off the page, I am grabbing this Heidi Swap sticker sheet that came in my Wild Hare kit this month, and I am taking some of the hearts off of that page and scattering them around the layout. And you can see I kind of fuss with placement and I move some things around. I'm never really quite sure, and then eventually I reach a place where I'm like, that's good enough, that'll do. Which is so funny because when I look back at it after creating it and I look at the videos, I swear what happens every single time is I think they're awesome, and I don't know why it took me so long to make those decisions, because no matter what decision I made, I usually think like, oh, I could have gone with my first choice. That would have been fine placement, or that would have been a fine paper to use. But in real time, I always second guess those decisions and take some time choosing my design elements. So here's what the finished page looks like. Forgive me for the rambling in this video. It's been a while since I filmed a voiceover. I have been doing a lot of talking to the camera lately and have not been doing voiceovers. So getting back into the swing of things with this video, I hope you have enjoyed seeing my first layout of 2019 and seeing how I used my January Wild Hare kits. I love the petite kit, and I loved how I was able to use all of these new supplies with that floral paper from my stash, and I love the way it turned out. Please make sure to like this video if you like the layout, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the fun creative things that I am sharing with you this year. There will definitely be more scrapbooking layouts, planner memory keeping, inspiration, art journaling, all the good stuff that I love to do, and I hope you love it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to get crafty with me, I will link my crafty e-courses down below. Check them out to learn my favorite techniques and tips. See you guys later. Bye.